Okay, hello, my name's David, and I am the owner of freyhomes.com. And anyway, I'm going to show a quick test, something I learned from a mentor of mine on the system that I use. And what I'm going to be using is 3 decks of playing cards and 4 jokers complete. So that's 3 complete decks. That would give you 156 cards and 4 jokers. That's a total of 160 cards, all randomized. Here are the 2 decks. They're old decks from like 12 years ago. So, and what I do is I call this the, what do I call this? The synchronicity motivation and trying to break the system. And I've been trying to figure a way to make it more complicated, more randomized. So what I've done is I've gone to an online random generator called random.org. And on their homepage, they have what they call the true random number generator. And you're able to punch in the numbers minimum from 1 to 14. So 1 to 14 would represent the numbers from 2 being a 1 all the way to the joker. So we would have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace, and the jokers. So that's a total of 14 possibilities per flip. So when I do a flip, I'm just going to take a card and flip it down. The card that I flip down, this one being the 8, should match the number that I've counted out. Now the additional randomness comes from the random generator. You can go to random.org and figure out how it comes up with the random numbers and stuff like that. So as you'll see on the site here, random.org, it's set for 1 to 14 cards. Okay, and I'm just going to use half of this deck right now, but they're all randomized. Let's see, there we go. You can see how they've all been mixed up and stuff like that. There's actually 2 similar decks with this backing, and then there's a third deck, which is complete different, which is San Diego County Crime Stoppers. Yeah, I was in jail one time about 12 years ago, and for a DUI. Anyway, regardless of that, so I have 3 decks that are complete with amount of 4 jokers, a total of 160 cards. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and generate the first number to start off with. And that number is 1. So the first one is going to be a deuce, a 2. So we start off going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number 7 came up. The number 7, which matched my count. So I said 7, and then the card that came down was the 7. And I'm not going based upon the clubs or the hearts or what have you there, just the numbers and the suits in their order. So that's the first deck. That is a match. Then I'm going to continue. So what I do is I'll generate a new number, and that's a 9. So I'll start off with 9. Well, the very first card I pulled up was a 9. So we're going to hit a new number generated, and that's a 6. So let's see, the first card out should be a 6. Nope, it's a 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace, joker, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a 6. 6 showed up. So that's 3 matches so far, and this is the deck so far. So the way I think of this, each time I flip a card, that's 1 day. or one offer that I have put out into the world. And when there's a match, that means I get a deal. We have a connection between the offer that I presented to the listing agent or the homeowner who's trying to sell their home. So I have 3 matches. Each card represents one offering. So in this deck, it took many offerings. And let me count. So this was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 offers before I had a match. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 offers before I had a match. This was the very first one before I had a match. This is what I have left. So what I'm going to do is generate my next number. And that's a 1. So a 1 is represented by a deuce, the start off. So we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Joker. 2, and a 2 pops up. Ba-ding. So in this case, start off with a deuce. We had to go through a whole suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 cards before I had a match. This is the randomization. This is synchronicity. I matched up somehow. Things synced up with the offer that I had put together. And I will explain this and teach this to my Gold FHP members. So anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is to show you that, yeah, this actually works. So if you take this program and convert this to putting out an offer like I'll teach you, and there's certain parameters that you'll hone in on. You can go to a listing using Zillow or these online sites or a list. Doesn't really matter, was what I'm finding out. It doesn't really matter. I used to think, these agents are really hardcore and stuff like that. Yeah, the timing is helpful. We're going in time where the sellers are being more starting to break, starting to be more open to than just a straight out cash offer like these, like we've just went through in the 2020 and 2021 into the first half of 2022. So anyway, I still have this much of the deck, and this is probably less. I have 4 matches so far. So those are all offers. And I've only gone through less than half of the deck. So let's do another one. 1 through 14, we're going to generate a new number, and that's a 2. So a 2 is represented by 3. So 3, 4, bingo. Second offer made was a match. Let's do another number generation. 3, that would be 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Joker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally, a 7 matches with the number I've counted out. 7 took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 deals in this round that it took to get out. I'm still just under this first half a deck. And each of these 2 piles, I split roughly in half, about 80 cards in each, mixed. I have no idea what's in, both. There's a total of 4 jokers. That helps randomize this whole sequence as well. And I use that in my 1 to 4 count. So let's finish this, and then I'll end the video on that note so that people will be able to try this on their own and verify it. And hopefully you understand what this means, how this, just putting the offers together and getting them out Even though you have a beautiful offer, it may not be a match. It may not be a match. No match, no match, no match. Boom, you have a match. You have your offer, which the seller, through the agent or not, is a match. And you have a deal. And then that deal you finish putting together and you'll get paid. Anyway, so I'm David with Frey Homes LLC, and I'm going to finish this deck. This is roughly what I have left. It's about this thick. I don't know what's on top, and I'm going to generate a new number, 10. So we'll just go 10. So it really doesn't matter, but the random generator kind of gives you an idea. When a 1 comes up, I have to start off with a 2 because we don't have 1s unless you're going to use the ace as your number 1 card. But I don't. It doesn't matter. It's just to show you that the randomness and synchronicity, how it all works and comes together, that you just got to do the work. You really got to do the work every day. You put one offer out at least every day. Generally, what I am finding is that about one deal will be a match per month. Some months may have 4 or 5. And if the outside economics, the motivation by the sellers is greater, time of year, if it's raining, it's cloudy, it's sunny, whatever, beginning of the year, people want to sell in the first half of the year, or if they want to get out, it doesn't really matter. You still just got to do the work. You do the work, things are going to happen. You're going to get better at it too. You get better at making your offers. You get better about what you're doing and what you've already learned. It may seem like everybody starts off on a rocky, cliff and stuff like that, but it gets more stable and more stable the longer you're out there and you're walking around, the better you get. So trust me, this is how it works. This is how everything works. You start a new job, it's rocky that first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, first month. By the third month, you've got the gist, you got a pretty good idea on what's going on. And then you go from there. Same thing, this is no different. So I did a random generation, start off 10, but let's just start off with a new number. And that is a 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, Joker, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 came up. 6. I don't know if this is showing it in reverse, but that is the 6 of clubs. Anyway, let's see how many cards that took. So it was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 offers in this round. I still have this many left in this deck. It's probably less than what I just put out, but let's see what happens because I get one, the very first offer is a match. So you never know. And that's happened. Before I put this video together, I did 2 rounds, 2 of these decks, so 2 sets of 80 roughly. And I remember one of them I've had 9, and then there was 10 out of each deck, each of those rounds. One of those rounds ended up having 3, I believe, that were the very first card. Strange, but whatever. It's how it is. All right, so the next random is an 8. So we're going to go 8, 9, 10, Jack, boom, another match. Let's do another random number, 6, 6, 7, 7. Trip me out, I swear to God. All right, let's generate another number, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, nothing. Okay, so that's the end of that. So hopefully this has been helpful. This, what it does for me, it made me really realize how random that just doing the work every day, putting out an offer, just sitting down and going through. That's why this is great for the home-based business model that I have offering with my Gold FHP rental program. So the people that are involved with that program, they will learn this. They will learn not only this method here of randomness for fun, but they will also learn how to do from their rental place that they rent from me, how to repeat that whole cycle, and they will get 10% of whatever that monthly generation is, including the upfront fees, which I'm not going to get into because it's a hell of a lot of money. Anyway, so total from roughly about 80 cards in these randomized decks was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that was a total of 9 matches in just half a deck. Roughly 80 days, you had 9 matches. That's huge. When you transfer that into doing this with homes, SFRs, which there are millions throughout the United States, it's an enormous amount. That's why your job, your career got you into the FHP program, but you decided to go gold and learn, 4 of my business at home based models. And this teaching you this is like sales technique or whatever you want to call it. This is very powerful. This keeps you motivated. Once you understand this and you learn this, and you can do this on your own every morning when you wake up, and you can go, okay, let me get back in sync with that whole idea that David was talking about with Frey Homes. It's going to blow your mind, and you're just going to go, oh, I just need to go do the work. So you'll do some of this. You'll get out your random generator. You'll get motivated. You'll have your cup of coffee in the morning, or water, or beer, or whatever. I don't care. I don't drink anymore. It's bad for me. I'm 56, and so it didn't. My body just doesn't do well with that. Matter of fact, too much coffee is a problem too. So, but I have it in the morning. I keep the sugars, carbohydrates low as much as possible. Anyway, so we have 9 matches out of roughly 80 offers made. You can learn how to do 1, 2 of those a day in an hour or two at home-based business model. It's pretty cool. All right, that's it. Thank you. Go to freyhomes.com, www.freyhomes.com for more information on what I offer. There's a wait list that I've created. It costs to buy, it's $995, and that money is not lost. It actually goes towards your upfront fees for a beneficial interest in your percentage ownership in a home. So it's not money lost. It's when you put that down, when you buy a membership and get in on the wait list, what you're doing is proving to yourself, proving to me that you're serious. You're not a flake. And it's really cool. I do have high, what would it be? The qualifications, I go up to 60% currently, and every paid member on the membership wait list is looked at. So if your debt to income ratio is around 60%, it's not a hard line that I make. If you have a good job or career and it pays well, you will qualify if your total debt, which includes the estimated room percentage rent that you will be paying that in a home that you're looking at with me, and all your current debt. So like if you have a car payment, let's call it $1,000, and the room is $4,000, that's $5,000. So something like that, you could go up to 60%. So you would just figure out what that $5,000 is 60% of, and that would the kind of gross that you would need to have. Anyway, hopefully this has all been helpful. And really, the bottom line is I just wanted to show how synchronicity can motivate you on a daily basis, because it will show you just doing the work, getting an offer out, talking to the agent or the homeowner or whoever is in control to making those types of decisions. You want to get directly to the source. And then also, again, I have methods that I have learned and that I instill and use on a daily basis that helps refine that down, so it's not complete randomness and offshoot. You've kind of been able to see certain, what is it called, motivations in the reading of the listing on Zillow or wherever. Um, you could see that they're a motivated seller, that their desire is to really, actually, they're not just throwing something into the air and see if something sticks. They're like, no, I'm looking for a sale today. So I have certain um, parameters, certain aspects that you can hone in on, and that will make your offering a lot more stronger and better probability of becoming a reality. Okay, that's it. Have a good day. Again, you can get in contact with me through my website at www.freyhomes.com, Frei homes.com, freyhomes.com. Pretty simple. All right, have a good day.